Hey trainers, just wanted to post another video, real quick one on what mons you can send out each battle. Obviously, as I had stated before when I spoke with some of you guys and you said in the video, you can't bring 1S and 4As or 5As or however, right? There's going to be some balance to it. So we have this team on screen. So we have a simulated draft team, right? This is Ben's team. He'll be the Toronto Star Raptors, and as you can see, so we just gave him, a team. He's got a good draft, right? Got the Garchomp, got the Clefable, Entei, Feraligatr, and so on. So below that, you see the template. This is the template that you have to bring max every battle. Now, what do I mean by that? So you can just fill it in directly, right? So his S tier, give him the Garchomp. Let's say he wants to bring Entei, that's his other A tier, and he wants to bring Feraligatr, that's his other. I'm like moving my whole thing out of these sprites up here. Okay, sorry. So he brought his Feraligatr, who's another A tier, and then let's say he wants to bring Typhlosion, Ambipom. So those two will be his B tiers, and as a C tier, he wants to bring. We'll give the duck some love. We'll bring Golduck. So that's a valid team. He can bring those 6 in a battle, right? Now he couldn't bring. He couldn't sub out the Typhlosion, for example, and also bring the Clefable, because Clefable is an A tier as well. So that would not work. So that would be kind of a standard on how you can bring a team. Okay. Now, let's say, for example, you want to use 3As. You could bring 3As. And this is what I mean by it's kind of the maximum. So we can, another way to look at it, for example, is let's take this slot here. So this S slot, what it means is, and you can fill it out how you'd like to, is in this slot right here, the maximum tier you can bring is an S. It doesn't mean you have to bring an S, but the maximum you can bring is an S. So let's say you don't want to bring Garchomp. Let's say your opponent has, a couple of ice types or even another dragon type that'll outspeed it. However, so this spot is maximum of an S. I mean, you can put a B tier here for all I care. I mean, let me use this spread up here. You can use a B tier here if you'd like. You can use whatever. So in this example, let's do that. Let's say, you know what, they have some dragons on their team as well. I'd like to bring Clefable instead of Garchomp. This A spot, it's the same thing. It's maximum of an A. So you can put an A tier in there, or hell, if you wanted to, you can put a C tier in there if you wanted to, and essentially, because the only thing that's obviously has to be certain is this C, because there's nothing below a C. So on this C tier, each battle, you minimum, like, you do have to at least bring 1 C tier. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can substitute this B for C, and then obviously you got to bring your 1 C. I mean, you can bring 3 Cs in a battle. We had a player, actually was Zacchaeus, last season, even in the playoffs, there was a game where these 3 spots right here, he actually subbed them all down, and his entire team included. It was like 3 Cs or 2 Cs and 3 Bs. Like, he didn't even bring an S or an A tier Pokemon to a playoff game, and he actually won that doubles game in the finals. It was really something to watch. So let's just continue this example. So let's say this A tier, maybe we want to put the Feraligatr. You can Dragon Dance and get Ice Punch or whatever for the dragons. It's just an example, obviously. And let's say this last A tier, you say, no, you know what? I want to run, I don't know, maybe it's a doubles match. You want to run Ambipom. And the reason you want to fill up that A spot with them is because you still want to run Typhlosion, Eruption, and I don't know, Drapion for whatever Drapion does. And then as your C tier, maybe you want Murkrow as a great prankster user. And so there you go. You didn't bring an S, so this is in your S slot, even though he's an A tier. Right, here's your actual A tier, and then your other A tier is getting filled up by Ambipom, who's really a B tier, right? And it doesn't matter if it's the other way around, however you want to look at it. You can look at it like this, right? Your S tier got filled up with the B spot, and then your 2 A's are still actually A's, and then your 2 B's are actually B's, and then your C is obviously, this is the only thing that can't, right? There always has to be a C slot here. So I hope that helped clear some things out. Like I said, it's just a quick video, kind of a tutorial. We'll be posting a couple other just minute details of tutorials, and I just want to make sure players know the process in what they can bring to battle. So that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching.